Tatau is making cloud compute both cost-effective and simpler to navigate for the people who use it every day by focusing on outcome-oriented service.
Tatau's product delivers the result using really innovative technique, but actually from the customer's point of view, they don't want to worry about infrastructure, they don't want to worry about systems admin, they just want to get to the end result.
So what does a typical use case look like for Tatau's distributed compute platform?
Especially when we're talking about machine learning, deep learning, this kind of stuff. There's the training side, which requires a lot of computational power. You can imagine that optimizing such a huge system on an average GPU can take anything between hours to weeks.
The key elements of AI compute are data size, training technique, and most importantly, raw processing power.
High-end GPUs to be able to optimize in reasonably short time and enough memory to be able to load reasonable chunks of data.
A lot of these AI problems are what are known as embarrassingly parallel. They lend themselves very easily to being broken up into lots and lots of chunks, and each of those chunks can be processed in parallel.
And with Tatau, the good news is there's no new process to learn. Running a job will be a very familiar task.
As a data scientist, I'm going to provide a data source and a training script, and then the Tatau platform will actually provide a cost and an estimate on the time. Once the job's accepted, Tatau goes to work on it behind the scenes. The difference from the traditional cloud approach is that we're using a distributed network of GPUs as opposed to one that's all located in the same data center.
By sending jobs out to hundreds or thousands of suppliers, Tatau bends the rules of computation in favor of the customer, working smarter, not harder.
So a lot of times we compare ourselves, we call ourselves sort of the Uber of AI computing, and I think that analogy is quite apt. When you're interfacing with Uber, you are at point A, you need to get to point B. You're not overly fussed about who gets you there, as long as they're reliable and they have the vehicle to do the job. You just want to get there and for a reasonable cost. We're trying to do the same thing for AI computing, so you have a model that needs to be trained, you have image recognition that needs to be done, maybe some rendering. You're not overly fussed about who's doing the work, you just want to make sure that the appropriate hardware is available to do the work and that the cost is reasonable.
By ensuring all the work is complete and genuine, Tatau safeguards the process.
We do want to make sure that you don't have to trust each individual person that's running the hardware. So we have a proprietary proof of correctness algorithm that we're applying to the process to verify that all of the work is being done correctly.
Tatau uses a smart contract to handle payment logistics.
Given the nature of the work that we're doing, we will divide up jobs into lots and lots of different chunks that can all be processed in parallel. It's a great idea, but that implies a scale and a level of microtransactions that even traditional payment providers today cannot handle. And so a smart contract was just a natural fit for this kind of problem.
A token and blockchain approach was employed to make sure Tatau was both scalable and secure.
When the job's done, we deliver the result to the customer. It's the exact same result that they would get using any other compute system, but at a fraction of the cost.
Tatau aims to disrupt the cloud and change the AI landscape. Join us on our mission by following us and staying in touch.